Hi everybody, we made it to the apartment. So the drive through Bournemouth was a little bit harum-scarum when we didn't know where we're going. We missed the turning coming in, but we found out where we are. So Matt's just on the bed relaxing. We're in the apartment. I'll just go to the door and I'll just do a little quick show round. Here is the front door. I will just pop a light on so you can actually see better. There is a ring doorbell. It's a nice bright red colour. Got some hooks by the door for coats and things. There is a little cleaning cupboard here with a mop. You've even got, they've thought of everything really. You've even got one of these long hot water bottles, which is really cute. So there's almost a full length mirror hanging on the back of this door here. Then immediately to my left, you have a perfectly well equipped and serviceable shower room. So there's the shower with a power shower. The toilet is immaculately clean. Just look at that. There's a nice, there's toilet roll, there's a heated towel rail, everything. We have a sink and a small mirror, but some lights. Very handy. Now going through, as I said, it is an apartment, so we do have a kitchen. And you know what? They have thought of everything. There's a washing machine and everything in there. Then we've got a little lounge area and a table. And then we've got a little bed over here. So there, and a wardrobe and a TV. So it's actually really nice. So our plan now is to go get the rest of the cases from the car, have a little bit of a nest, and then maybe go for a walk.
Yes.
Drama. There's drama. What happened?
I left the key in the room and the door closed.
So we got down in the lift and then we realised we had no door key. So we've just had to contact, obviously we're Airbnb, so we contacted the owner. She's coming, it's going to take 15 minutes. So we're going to sit in the car, chill for a bit, and then, yeah. First debacle of the whole trip. Debacle over, we got the key and we put the luggage in the room. Now we're off to find the beach. We have made it to the sea, so we're on East Overcliff Drive. So our plan is to turn right and walk pretty much along the front so we can see the sea. Right, so we looked on the map and apparently if we go down here there's a really wiggly path that takes us pretty much onto the beach. So it says welcome to Bournemouth East Cliff Zigzag. We just commented the sea looks actually really turquoise colour, which we weren't expecting because it is technically the Atlantic. So yes, can't wait to get a bit closer. It is very steep down here, so if you do lack mobility, then do consider the steepness. And when we turn this corner, there should be the beach. Yay! Look at this, and there's our path that goes all the way to the, I think it's Bournemouth, like the main town centre bit of the beach. So we're going to follow that. There is also a cycle lane as well. So isn't it lovely? It's a cycle lane. Okay, Matt just pointed out it's not a cycle lane because there's a line through the cycle, so he was being naughty on that bike. Anyway, the sand is really nice and golden. Look at that, and the air is nice and fresh down here. There's a couple, oh, there's lots of beach huts, look. Little nice beach huts, looking all cute and pretty. See, it says no bike. There we go, we're heading towards the actual town centre part, and there's a pier as well. Lots of people enjoying the beach today. Okay, we're going to try and get something to drink and maybe some food at Hot Rock. Oh, we've got a table, that's better. Take the weight off my trotters. So we've got a lovely view of what's it called? The big wheel, the Ferris wheel. And then we've got a nice beach view over there. So we're going to have a look at the menu. They're not serving pizza for an hour, so it's just drinks at the moment. So menu-wise, they've got lots of different selections, wine, cocktails, they've also got mocktails, all kinds of different things. And the food looks quite good as well, actually. I actually really fancy the barrel dogs, an 8-inch German bratwurst sausage with French fries, fried onions and mustard and ketchup, but we're not overly hungry at the moment, so I'm not quite sure what we're doing for lunch. Right, here is inside the restaurant, for those of you wanting to know. Right, we have been recommended a few places to eat and drink while we've been here in Bournemouth. So big thank you to Brogan Tate. She has a YouTube channel, so do go check her out. One of the places she recommended for brunch is Aruba, so we're just going to check out the menu just to see what it's like. Yeah, they've got English, plant-based, eggs Benedict,
pancakes.
Yeah, and it's not too badly priced either. Right, we've just walked up a hill. There's an Odeon. There are Eden cocktails. Lots of different restaurants and things, but we're in search of Sports Direct because Matt didn't pack enough socks. Right, we are now on what I think is the main high street. So lots of different things going on. Again, lots of pubs and clubs and eateries, and of course the Colonel is here as well. So it's all going on. I got some socks. What did you get? Just some. Oh, like the little trainer.
Yeah,
ones.
little invisible ones.
Okay. I also saw a Skechers, and they don't have my size in the shoe that I want because they don't stock 6.5. So I'm a 6.5. And the 6 was too small and the 7 was too big. I think this place called Avenue is like a mini shopping centre, so we're going to have a quick look in there. So it looks a little bit like this, a little bit generic, I suppose. Not much going on there, so we quickly turned around and left. Am I going out on a limb to describe this as a piazza? I'm not quite sure, but there's little things. So just a short distance away from that little piazza is a nice little park, which is kind of in the centre. So we're going to have a little meander through and see what we can see. Kind of feels tropical with all the little palm trees going on. Lots of nice seating if you fancy a break. Right, so we think there's like a little stream or something running through the park. So we're going to go over the bridge and see. So I think it's a man-made channel of water, I would say. But it is quite pretty, I suppose. With a little cascade. And it runs all the way down the other side. Okay, there is a church. We need to be down there. It would be nice to have a mooch in the arcade, but I think everything's shut up because we are... What time? About 5? 5:30. So in the daytime, I think this would be a lot better. So I don't know if we're going to get to come back here in the day, but this is what it looks like. So it's opened up onto what is another high street. Plenty of shops around here. So just off the high street, we came to something called the Cosy Club, which was another one of Brogan's recommendations. It's really lovely in here. We're seated by the window. They've got a deal on at the moment. Cocktails, 2 for £14. You can mix and match. And we're going to have something to eat as well. We've gone for 2 cocktails. We'll show you when they get here. And we've gone for a selection of small plates to kind of make up a big plate. So again, we'll show you that when it gets here.
Tell them about my top.
Oh, what top? You've already mentioned it.
Yeah,
that it's a size large. Oh, this is the top that Matt is a large in. Woohoo! Right, so we've had buttermilk chicken, we've had fries, both got the same of those, and we're going to share some arancini. And the cocktails are still coming. Here is my something fizz, and Matt's had a... English guard.
Yours is a flapper fizz martini.
A flapper fizz martini. So the verdict is the butter chicken is delicious, the arancini is fabulous. It's all really, really good. Dinner was lovely. We are now going to head back to the apartment. We're going to call up the co-op, see if we want any nibbles, because obviously we have the kitchen. And then we're going to have a relaxing evening. So we've got about a 20-minute walk back to the apartment, but I'm sure there's lots to see on the way. So let's go. They've also got a cat cafe, and Matt says he's just seen a cat in the window, even though it's closed. Is that a cat?
That is a cat.
Oh, they actually live in there full time. Look, there's a cat sleeping. So on this hotel, there is a TARDIS and some full-size Daleks. And if you don't believe me on the TARDIS, there it is. Hi everybody, I'm sweating. We are on the 3rd floor. The heat has risen. We are going to go and head to get brunch. We're going to go to Aruba, which we saw yesterday. Then maybe go to the beach. We don't quite know what the day is going to bring. However, we do have a function to attend from 5 till 8. So let's go. Right, we're walking the same path that we did before, and we found what I can only describe as what would be like mountain goats, because they are wild and they've clambered up. Just look at their view. They're enjoying the sea view. Look at them. That one over there just bleated. Hello, how are you doing, my little angel? Oh, you look gorgeous. A little bit further on, there's even more of them. We did see a bucket of feed as well, and they are tagged, so I think they are looked after.
Dive into the ocean blue. A life at sea is meant for me. Fathoms deep, secrets I keep in Davy Jones's locker. Mermen call their song so strong, drifting on the salty spray. Surface break, lure me in, a life they will forsake.
we've had a little walk along the pier. It's very breezy at the bottom end, so lots of wind noise. We're going to head now to Hot Rocks. It's not on the rocks, it's Hot Rocks. And then we're going to have some brunch. We are walking the other way now, and they've got a beach club on the beach. Lots of different things going on. So plenty to do, plenty to explore. We are seated at Aruba, we're outside. So we have a very good view, but it is windy. To scrap all of that, we're going to Hot Rocks. We didn't fancy anything off the menu when it came at Aruba. So here we are. We've got a really good people watching spot. Just had a Sprite and a Diet Coke. So I have a hot dog American style with fries, and Matt's got a, what is it, Chipotle?
Chipotle pulled pork back.
Pulled pork bap. Looks delicious. Yum yum. Red arrows have just turned up. I think it's a flight simulator. The dinner was lovely. We really enjoyed it. So we had a short walk along the beach, and we are now sat down. I put extra sun cream on, the hat on, and we are now on the beach. Yeah. So doing lots of really nice people watching. I might go for a paddle later. There's seagulls flying in. What more do you want apart from the Caribbean, maybe? We are going in for a paddle, so I don't think we're going to be quite brave enough to go all the way in, but we are going to have a paddle. So our feet will get wet, which is kind of what we want. So let's go in. How cold is it? Oh, it's cold. It is cold. It is very cold. Yeah, this is paddle weather. This is definitely not going in weather, is it? We are having an ice cream from the beach, and there is a wide selection. So I think I'm going for the honeycomb swirl, and Matt's having the brownie and white chocolate. And Matt's got his. Yum yum. Is it good? And here we have mine. Which one was that one? Yummy yummy. So ice creams were a little bit of a disaster because it was very hot and they melted very quickly. Anyway, we've decided to walk back going up the zigzag, which I don't know if it's going to be a good idea or a bad idea at this point. Not many zigzags. Yes, but it is quite steep. So we'll see how we go. We are back in the apartment. We are showered. We've had a few hours just getting ourselves ready for the launch event. So this is what I'm wearing today. My blue shorts, my socks that kind of match my shirt. And Matt's wearing something floral too, so I'll show you his outfit in a moment before we go. There we go, we're at the event and this is the drinks menu. Good morning and welcome to Friday. I'm getting all my days mixed up. So last night, as you have seen, we went to a launch event, and if you're a little bit confused why we're going to a launch event, as you know, you may not know, I run a new build homes group on Facebook. It's the largest in the UK, and I've just partnered with a mortgage company. So we went to a launch event. So I didn't really film terribly too much. There was lots of people, very busy. It was very hot. So we kind of ended up sitting by the door a little bit for most of the night. Then we came back, we had a sandwich and we just vegetated. Then we've had a lazy morning and we are now going to go and see the Durdle Door, which is a kind of geographical landmark. It's like a big arch that's naturally carved by the sea. To see the Durdle Door. Yeah, so it's like a big arch that's been naturally carved by the sea. And then we're going to have a visit to Sandbanks, which is a very posh area, very beachy. And then I think we're going to have some lunch, try and find some lunch somewhere, and then possibly head back to the room at some point. And then we're going to go out in the evening to...
The Botanist.
The Botanist.
A lovely rooftop cocktail bar, also recommended to us by Brogan.
Yeah, thank you, Brogan. We made
Just
it.
about.
There was lots of windy roads. The sat nav was going completely off kilter.
Yeah.
But we've parked up, so you pay for the parking when you leave. There's lots of mist. There's cows. There was like a military base that we drove through, and there's lots of lovely thatched cottages. So first port of call, the toilets. They do have some, and then we're going to go and see if we can see
It's been in the aircon the entire time.
the Durdle Door.
Oh.
It is cold, but quite nice. Just commenting, everything is like shrouded in a little bit of mist. There's also, it's quite chalky, so like all the grass and everything is covered in something. We think it might be a little bit chalky. Oh no, we literally may have come on, like Matt just said, on the only day where you can't actually see it because it's all too cloudy. Where should it be? We'll keep going, we'll keep persevering and see if we can get a glimpse. So, as you can see, it's a very steep downward incline, very rocky. So bring suitable shoes, bring trainers, bring walking shoes, because a stumble is quite likely. And don't forget, you've also, what goes down must come up. So be prepared for the walk all the way back up again. It's levelled off a little bit, but just for, you know, that's where we've come from, and we've still got a little bit more to go. It's not far in distance, it's just a little bit steep, that's all. And there's no handrails or anything, so if you are disabled or, you know, you've got mobility issues, I'd double think about this.
Yeah.
Oh, we have been rewarded, we can see it. So it wasn't clouded in. Oh, there's a beach right below, look at that. That is really, really, really pretty. And the little white cliffs as well. There we go, so we're halfway down the steps onto that little beach, and on the other side there's another gorgeous little beach. And we have made it. So again, the last bit down here is not friendly for anyone who has any kind of mobility issues. It's very gravelly and pebbly. We left our towels in the car because we didn't know all this was here really.
No.
So I think what we're going to do is find a spot, sit down. It's very fine gravel, so I don't think it's going to be very prickly. And then we might have a little paddle in the sea. By now you will have seen some mat cam of me having a little paddle.
Yes.
So my assessment of this is that I would have loved that we'd have brought our bag that's in the car, that's got our towels, and I think if we packed like sandwiches, and you could have like 2-3 hours here. It's lovely in the sunshine. It kind of feels like we're in Greece or somewhere.
Spain or something like
The rocks are actually really soft. They're very rounded, so you don't cut your toes. I've been in the sea, as you can see, with my bare feet, and there's no cuts or scrapes or anything. I just paddled and it was really refreshing. The water is crystal clear. Like I say, I wish I'd brought swim stuff because it would have been nice to have got in and swam under the Durdle Door. So let's say au revoir to the Durdle Doorway. I think we're going to be back.
Yeah.
I really like it here. It's nice. But we need to now get back up that cliff face and then back up that big windy steep path. So remember, what goes down must go back up again. You got a stone in your shoe?
Yeah.
Oh dear. We've made it to the top of the steps.
Yeah.
So I've just seen a little vehicle right there. I'm like, Matt, commandeer that vehicle. We made it out. It was a struggle, but we made it out. have made it to Sandbanks. So we've parked up, we've driven all the way through. There is a pay and display car park. Do we know how much it was? Or
It was £9.70 for 3 hours.
There you go. So I don't think we're going to be too long, but we are going to have lunch because we are hungry. We've not had breakfast or anything. So as you can see, we're by the harbour, and there's lots of really nice, expensive houses here.
Ooh, yes.
At Sandbanks. Lots of footballers and famous people have homes here. Looking in the window of a local estate agent, so we've got some £6 billion property. Matt thinks he's found somewhere for us to have lunch, because actually, when we've got here, there's not actually a lot of places
It's just
whereby we've parked. So we are just going to have a little wander and see if we can find this place. What's it called?
Lazy Jack's.
Lazy Jack's. There we go. We have a seat at Lazy Jack's. So the menu, you can have a look, you can pause at your leisure. But I think I'm going to have fish and chips because I've not had the fish and chips or any fish and chips during this whole holiday. And for drink, I've just gone for a cappuccino and Matt's gone for a Coke. So we've both gone for the fish and it looks absolutely delicious. Right, just had dinner. It was delicious. The fish was gorgeous. We've got a plan. We're going to head back to the car, see the beach. We're not going to sit on the beach, just have a look. Then we're going to drive around the nice houses in a big old loop, and then we're going to head back and have a relaxed chill and get ready for the evening. Just off the car park that we parked at, there's a little shortcut through onto the beach. So if you're looking for a way on, this is the way to come. And you just come out of the shut and it's a very, very, very nice beach. Look at this. It reminds me a little bit Miami-ish.
Yeah, a little bit.
Slightly like the Miami beachfront. Only not tropical, of course, but it is really, really, really stunning. Yeah. Just found a little walkway, so we're going to walk right to the edge of it. Like I say, we're not going actually on the beach today, but it is a really lovely beach. I would come, now that I know about it,
Yeah.
I would come back here to go to the beach. And if we look back over this way, this is where all the really expensive houses are. They go all the way around. We've both just commented out at Bournemouth Beach and by the Durdle Door, we can actually like smell the sea. It smells, you know what I mean? That's that sea smell.
Sea salt smell.
Yeah, sea salt smell, a bit seaweedy. But as you can see, the water is crystal clear, actually.
Grab a drink and snack. Elliot and Matt, we're back. Another tour, come through the door. See the sights, we'll show you more. Your dream home. Elliot and Matt, view with us. Elliot and Matt, you'll want to stay, fighting charm in every town. Your dream home. Elliot and Matt, you with us. Elliot and Matt, bright lights and laughter, every dream's delight.
It's a few hours later and we are just about ready to go out. We did contemplate actually staying in the room because
That would be boring.
it would be boring and there's nothing much to watch on TV anyway. So we are going to go out. I've got my other shirt on today with my blue shorts. Of course, I've matched my socks. Matt's got the same shirt he had on yesterday. So we're not walking today. It's too hot. We're going to get an Uber. Hopefully it'll be air-conned or we can sit outside in the breeze, have some cocktails, and it'll be lovely. We just got dropped off by the taxi, so we're just going to go and find it now. So we think it's round the corner. Matt just had a look, and it's called the Botanist. have changed seats because a table has finally become available. So this time I've had a mojito and Matt's had the same. Although it looks different.
It's the same thing.
It's the same. Less leaves.
Yeah.
There we go. Matt secretly ordered. What actually is it classed
Got
as?
some flatbread with some tzatziki, some hummus, and some falafel.
Okay, so if you didn't hear that, it's flatbread, tzatziki, hummus, and a falafel. There we go. We had a few drinky poos, and we are heading back to our apartment now. We're not night owls, but I've had a few drinks, so I am feeling a little bit woo. So let's get back home. Good morning. Checkout is at 10, so we were up about 7:30 this morning. We've got ready, we've got packed. I'm so apologies, I have not managed to do a room tour, an apartment tour. I'll do a little quick look inside things now, but I'm not going to put out a full room tour of the apartment. But I would recommend staying here. For 3 nights, I think it cost about £230, which is a bargain for what we got. Plus the location was really good. So yes, I would stay here again. So just a bit more information about all the bits and pieces. There are 3 very handy deep drawers there. There are 2 kind of side tables, plug sockets. There's a plug socket down there, plug socket there. We brought our own fan, but there was actually a tower fan too. The TV was actually really, really good. Wardrobe, there is plenty of hangers in there, and there was plenty of drawer and shelf space as well. There's an ironing board, but I didn't find an iron, so I don't quite know what happened to the iron. I think there might have been one at one point. We didn't use the sofa, we just used it for storage. That's a futon bed, so if you did have someone else staying or a child, that could be pulled out. We didn't use the table, but it's really handy to put things on, like the fans and things. Useful shelving unit. I put my laptop over there and plugged it in with the sockets behind the door. There was 1 lamp. I mean, the one thing I would say maybe is they could do with 2 actual bedside lamps, but that's about it. The blind was actually really functional. We didn't need the heating, so that was really good. Matt's just done the washing up. There were 2 bins, which was really, really good. I mean, if you look in the cupboards just really quickly, you could cook if you wanted to. We didn't cook, we just ate out, and I think most people would want to just eat out. But we did buy some, there's a co-op right beneath us, so we got some tea and coffee. There's plenty of things, like I said, there's the washing machine, we didn't use it, but there are different cleaning things. The toaster, microwave, the fridge freezer was perfectly serviceable. So, and they even left a little bit of condiments. There's a few condiments in there too. So all in all, I would say it was a really good apartment. The bathroom, again, was very highly functional. The shower was okay. The one thing I would say for an improvement is if they could put some shelves in the corner, that might really, really help. We didn't use anything from the storage cupboard, but there is lots of cleaning things there too. Right, we're in the car and we are on to leg 3 of our journey, which is on to Cardiff. So we're only staying for 1 night, so I'm going to end this sort of Bournemouth vlog here, and then I'm going to start the next weekly vlog. So thank you for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media, and of course do hit that bell so that you know whenever we upload a new video. So from us, mwah, to you all my lovies, and goodbye.